Kanye's new album Bully just got a lot better, with new leaks, new features, collaborators, a secret Kanye new album writing camp, and more, so let's get into absolutely everything. And if you're new here and you're not subscribed, because a lot of you are not, drop a like and a sub, it helps the channel out a ton. So like I said, a lot is happening, and this new album rollout from Ye is like a volcano holding everything in, just ready to absolutely explode. Pause. So let's first talk about some of the new people we can see on this album, because collaborators old and new are getting confirmed for this project day by day, and man, is it giving me a lot of hope for this new album. So in my last video, we talked about how some new artists like Don Toliver, Baby Keem, Metro Boomin, and more were added to the lineup of artists in Tokyo possibly collaborating with Ye on this new project. Well, we officially got confirmation of 2 out of those 3 that I just mentioned, with Don Toliver posting that he is absolutely cooking that shit up, along with straight up a picture of Baby Keem and Kanye together, proving that they were working on music while in Tokyo. And if you didn't think that Don Toliver picture was enough to prove that he was working with them, there was another one of him and Baby Keem in the club. So these guys are obviously all working together, which you already know the music is about to be peak from them. Every song with both Baby Keem and Don Toliver on it, with Ye or not, is just straight heat. So I'm very excited to see what comes of that. And speaking of absolute GOAT collaborators, Mike Dean was also playing Kanye songs at his show with alternate instrumentals, similar to how Kanye played the song Jail with a piano beat instead of the normal one at his most recent listening party in China. And most of you probably already know, but Mike Dean and Ye have not really been on the best of terms ever since the whole Yitler era. I mean, bro deactivated his Twitter less than a week ago because he was getting trolled by Ye fans for not wanting to work with him. Now listen, Mike Dean does a lot of random stuff, so you can't really look at this, him playing these songs, and simply say that they are on good terms again, but we have seen Ye rebuild relationships that were destroyed like Kid Cudi, and have peak songs like Gun to My Head come out of it. And I think the best thing that we can do right now with Mike Dean is just hope that him and Kanye will come back together at some point, because just like with Cudi, anything is possible there, and they did make obviously very good music together. So I would kill to hear some Mike Dean production on Bully. They could be on good terms, and maybe this is Mike Dean's way of showing this to the fans. I'm probably reading too much into it, but one can only hope. Comment who you guys want to see on this album. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Like I already said, Mike Dean is another lock from everyone I've already been talking about in this video. It would be awesome to see all these guys working together again. And to go a little deeper into who is actually collaborating and working on this album and what that process is looking like for the entire thing, it's actually really interesting. So some of the new info that we got on this is from Malik Yusuf, who's a writer for Ye. He did a lot of work with good music, and he revealed to us that in Tokyo right now, there is a writing camp for the new project. Now, I've said this before, Kanye having 20 people in a room make a song for him is never really the move. But when there are actual creatives and a whole operation going down, being worked hard on, similar to how Donda and Donda 2 were made, I'm all for it. This writing camp is hard proof that Ye is putting in the work for this new project, having talented people like Don Toliver, Metro, Baby Keem, Casey, and more actually come out and work on it, instead of these randoms who make basic trap beats for Ye to hop on, and then it's just the most forgettable song on planet Earth. Dead. But yeah, I've been saying it for the past few videos, this flying everyone out to Japan, the writing camp, it all feels like the Wyoming camp. Obviously, not to the same extent that it was in Wyoming, but that's where we got some of the best music from multiple artists, not just Ye. It's where my favorite Kanye album, Ye, was cooked, so anything similar to that, I'm instantly going to fall in love with it. And honestly, comparing this all to Vultures 2, it already feels like Kanye is doing more for this album, with the listening parties, the social media, just being active on it in general. For all of the Vultures 2 rollout, he was pretty quiet, and now we're seeing these huge listening parties with insane visuals, a mic, social media posts, like I said, talking about these new songs that are being previewed. And I think if Ye does more of these LPs and he keeps previewing new music at the end of each one, like he's now done with his 2 new songs, Preacher Man, and Beauty and the Beast, the fans are going to be eating. I'm obviously loving it, and the casuals who don't pay that much attention to everything going on are going to be hyped more and more for this new project as time goes on, which was a huge problem with Vultures 2. I mean, basically no one cared about it because the rollout was so ass. I barely cared. And look at the project we got out of it. Just straight cheeks, booty, asshole. And I do think this will be different as long as there is no heavy AI usage and the work is put in. And to get into that a little bit, there is some news about AI being used heavy on this project, and take this with a grain of salt because the source is Aiden Ross. Here's the clip.
I can't leak my source, but I think Kanye's next album's all AI, chat.
Now, me personally, I think he's just yapping and saying shit. I don't think Kanye would ever make a full project out of AI. This is probably for the exact purpose of getting clipped and put into a video like this, inserting Aiden into the Ye community even more than he already is. But yeah, I felt like I had to show that if I was going to bring up the AI conversation, which by the way, I'm so sick of having. It just kind of comes into the topic of things when I'm talking about Ye putting work into the albums. But I think it's pretty clear that everyone agrees at this point, so there's no need for this conversation anymore. Any use of AI besides for like producing purposes is basically cheating and just lazy unless it's used in an actual creative way. But I'm not here to waste your time and yap about that. That's pretty much everything from today. Comment your thoughts on the new collaborators. Are Mike Dean and Ye still going to beef? Is something good going to come out of Ye's writing camp in Tokyo? Leave all of your comments and thoughts down below to start a conversation. Join my official Discord to talk about all things music and be a part of this great community. Thanks so much for watching, and on that note,